The Dallas Police Association invited media members to go through a shoot, don't shoot training this week. Video simulation of real scenarios to better understand the judgment calls officers have to make. Fox 4's Sean Rabb went through a scenario and joins us now to talk about what it was like. So, Sean, how'd it go?
Wow, it was incredibly intense. It was very real, and it put you in the moment where you had to make a decision, the same kind of decision police officers make. Now, granted, we did not have any of the classroom training any officers get going into the academy, but for just a moment, we were able to see and understand what officers deal with when they decide to shoot or don't shoot. We went to the Dallas Police Association for more than an interview this time. Call it immersion in shoot, don't shoot training.
But you get the opportunity for the public, the media, to see through our lens that there's decisions made to defend my life or maybe a citizen's life made in less than a second.
I don't think so, man.
Video simulator training that reacts to and interacts with you.
So we want to look for officer presence, that they're being firm but fair, and confident in what they're doing there, in control of the situation.
We put a GoPro on our chest to simulate police body camera. The first scenario, a man trespassing at the back of a business.
My name's Ben.
Ben, how are you?
Come on over here.
Well, no,
I have
sir.
something for you.
No, sir. Ben, get up. Please let me see your hands. Let me see your hands. Show me your hands, Ben.
Officer, is it against the law for him to be sitting there?
Unexpectedly, I'm confronted by someone with a cell phone videotaping and questioning.
Can I
need
get
you to
your
be
name and
quiet.
badge
I need
number?
you to be quiet. Step away, please.
Can I have
Ben, I
your name
need
and
you to
badge
stand
number?
up. I need you to stand up, sir.
He's just sitting there. Is that against the law to sit, sir?
The cop watcher continues.
Sitting down's illegal in Dallas, sir?
I try to stay focused.
I'm
Ben,
just a citizen, sir.
I need you to stand up. Let me see your hands. Keep them. Stand up. Now turn around. Turn around, Ben.
Just waiting for a friend.
Ben, turn around and back up towards me.
He's going to probably arrest you, Ben.
Back up towards me, Ben.
All right, very good verbal commands there. Why did you want to see his hands?
Because he had that backpack by him. He was sitting down, looked like his right hand was either in the backpack or resting there, and I did not know if he was going to produce a weapon.
Everyone wonders why are cops so persistent about hands. The feet aren't going to kill you. Their mouth is not going to kill you. Their looks aren't going to kill you. The hands are going to kill you.
And then out of nowhere, I hear my cop watcher, which I didn't know was coming.
Yes, sir. But you were persistent with the hands. You stayed on it. You kept me at bay best you could. But I want you to see how difficult. I wasn't combative. I wasn't aggressive.
Right.
But I still divided your attention long enough that I was trying to get Ben to produce a weapon.
Officer Rabb, we have a domestic disturbance.
The second scenario, more serious.
We've been called out to this residence before.
Police!
Look at how f***ing time you're here. Look at me.
Okay.
Look at me. Look what he did to me. He had me right in the eye.
She has visible injuries. He's standing with a knife in his hand. He drops the knife to the sofa. Sir, come here, sir. He walks away. I enter the home calling for help. I'm gonna need backup. I'm gonna need some backup here on Elm. Sir! As I walk in, he walks out of the house into the backyard, and I follow. He picks something up from the barbecue pit.
You got no business in my house.
Okay, sir. I need you to put that down, please, sir. Sir, I need you to put that down.
Get the hell out right now.
I need you to drop the weapon, sir. Drop it now. Sir, I need you to drop it now. The moment was real. I stood there, mentally blank, until Clint McNear told me to put the gun away.
Okay, you can reholster. What do we have, sir?
He had a barbecue knife.
Barbecue knife.
Yes. I hope that's what he had.
You called it a, what were you calling it?
I called it a weapon.
Called it a weapon.
Yes.
So oftentimes a weapon doesn't mean a gun or a knife. It can be a barbecue fork.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on shooting a man with a fork?
I thought he was coming after me.
Okay. And feared for your life
I did.
with a fork?
I did.
Okay.
He probably is able to at least put some kind of puncture wound in you at the distance he's closed, but you were able to get a lethal shot that would have put him down. It was 15 to 18 seconds. You gave multiple commands for him to drop that weapon, and he did not. This is where your round landed when you made the decision. It was 2.6 seconds after he started charging Mr. Rabb before he made that decision. Most officers, if you do not make that decision in 0.75 and 3/4 of a second, it could be deadly for the officer.
Having no police training, my reaction, solely instinct. So, how were they?
I think they were proper. With training, they would speed up a little bit. The guy with the barbecue fork, I would have either tased him early on, or I would have had my firearm out. So as his rush began, I could get on target quicker rather than coming from the holster.
This type of training, do police departments in the various academies where they send recruits, is it available, is it part of that academy training?
Typically not in an academy. These systems are so expensive that today's budgets and it's oftentimes not cost effective. So we're doing our best to get to as many agencies as we can, but I think it's great training.
All right, Sean, a couple of things. I don't know what you took away. I want to find out. But one thing just from watching you, the cop watch business drove me crazy. I was worried about you, and I don't know how officers feel, but that was like such a distraction for me watching you.
It was very distracting. Didn't know it was coming, and it was like, oh, who is this?
Right.
But you can't take your eyes off the suspect,
Right, got
because what will happen then can be very bad. In fact, he said, I was trying to get him to pull a weapon. I wanted you to be distracted so he could shoot you. So you had to watch. You get an understanding of their frustration.
I thought it was interesting. The trainer said he would have tased him first, early on in the process.
Well, that was with the barbecue fork.
Right.
He said he would have been more aggressive
Right.
in policing.
Got after it faster.
Yeah.
Instead of having to use deadly force at the end. I guess I was most concerned at the end than him saying a lot of officers don't go through this training. That's a bad thing, or it's too bad at this point.
Yes, again, he's saying that police departments can't afford this system.
Right.
It's very expensive, so the TMPA taking it across the state to as many agencies as they can, but maybe police departments ought to invest in this type of training for their academies. It might save a lot of questions down the road.
All right. Looked like you did well.